Hi guys, welcome back to FRM Tutorial. In today's video, we'll be going through the 2022 FRM past paper questions for paper 2. I'll read each question aloud and work through the problems step by step, explaining my thought process along the way. I hope to help you better prepare for your upcoming examination. Question 1. Define each of the following functions of the family. Procreation. Procreation is the process of increasing the family size and continuing the family species or the family line by bearing or adopting children. Transmitting culture. Transmitting culture. This is where families transfer cultural elements in the form of attitudes, values, beliefs, and behavioral scripts. These are passed on to and taught to individuals and groups. State 2 roles of the family. There are a number of roles of the family. In the last video, 2021, we looked in depth in a number of roles. Here are a few. Provide finances for the family to meet its monetary needs. That person or both persons together perform the role of a breadwinner. Nurturer, caregiver, providing support and protecting family members, carrying out household chores. Question 1 continues with a scenario. Mr. and Mrs. Hines have been married for 3 years and live in a 2-bedroom apartment together. The couple has a 3-year-old daughter and is expecting a baby in the next 4 months. Mr. Hines' 9-year-old son from a previous marriage has recently came to live with the family. Identify the two stages of the family life cycle that the family has experienced. State one reason to justify each stage identified. Well, the family would have gone through its beginning stage. That is where they got acquainted with each other, they dated, and then eventually they got married. The expanding stage, the fact that they have a 3-year-old daughter and is expecting a baby in the next 4 months, it means that they have started their expanding family, because after getting married, the couple began having children, and the family started to expand. State 1 challenge the family may face at each stage of the family life cycle that was identified in C1 above. For the beginning stage, the family may experience the following challenges. Remember, it only asks for you to state 1. New responsibilities, lifestyle changes, emotional adjustment, changes in relationship. Goal setting and tolerance for each other can also be challenges that they face. In addition to emotional adjustment, personal adjustment may also be made or challenges that the family may encounter. For the expanding stage, they may experience challenges such as financials, spacing and privacy, changes in the family structure to affect the home, the work, and the social life. Number 3. Suggest 2 possible reasons why Mr. Hines' son is now living with the family. 2 reasons Mr. Hines' son is living with the family may be the mother has passed away, maybe he needs to move closer to school, or financial stability. Maybe it is more convenient for the father to keep him, for Mr. Hines to keep his son as a result of the mother's work or the mother's situation. Suggest 2 community resources that could assist Mr. Hines' family at its current stage in the family life cycle. Schools, clinics, parks, and the church. Number 2. Define the term decision-making as it relates to management. Decision-making is a series of steps involved in solving problems, needs, or achieving goals. It includes identifying problems, gathering information, and assessing alternative solutions before making a decision. 2b. List in order the first 4 steps in the decision-making process. The first step is to identify the problem. The second step is to identify the goal that is to be achieved. The third step is to identify the resources needed in order to solve the problem or to achieve the goal. And also, number 4 is to identify the alternatives or to consider the alternative solutions needed in order to solve the goal or to solve the problem. 2C. The Johnson family is a blended family consisting of 4 children from previous marriages. For some time now, the family has been experiencing conflict. State 4 underline reason the Johnson's family might have conflicts within the family. 4 underlining reasons the Johnson's family might be having conflict within the family are favoritism among children, lack of privacy, issues with chores, sibling rivalry, finances, child rearing, discipline, involvement of parents of the previous relationship. Outline 2 conflict resolution strategies that the Johnson's family could use to assist its members to resolve their conflict. These may include mediation, compromising, collaboration, and accommodating. Suggest 2 values the family will need in order to resolve the conflict. 2 values the family may need in order to resolve the conflict may include respect for persons' personal space, responsibility, family time, and honesty. Number 3. Define each of the following terms as it relates to money management. Budgeting. Budgeting is the process of creating a plan to spend your money. Or, budgeting is the process of planning, organizing, monitoring, and controlling future income and expenditure that results in the preparation of a budget. 3B. State 2 means by which money is legally acquired. Money is legally acquired by remittances, inheritance, work or employment, subsistence income, rental income, dividends. Karine is a college student who lives on campus. She rents a dorm room for $100 US per month and works part-time in the college cafeteria where she earns $400 per month. She also receives tips of $50 per month. When she gets the weekend off, she travels by bus to her parents' home once a month. Table 1 shows Karine's monthly budget. Write the appropriate names for column 1 and column 2 in table 1. Column 1 is showing the salary, so therefore the name to be given to column 1 should be income. Column 2 is showing the list of expenses or expenditure, therefore you'll write expenses or expenditure on the line beside column 2. Identify 2 items that Karine should have included in her budget and write these items in the appropriate space in each column in table 1. The tip that she receives from the work that she does, you would include that under column 1 and write the $50 US. Also, the fact that she travels to her parents' home once per month, transportation should be added to the expenditure side. Using the principles of budgeting, suggest 4 adjustments Karine could make to balance her budget. So, Karine now has $50 addition, so therefore you're going to write that you're going to adjust the income side. So, you're going to now place the tip inside and then you're going to change the total. So, the total will now change from $400 to $450. Over to the expenses side, you remember you cannot adjust the fixed expense, which in this case would be the rent. So the adjustment would come from the flexible or variable expenses. So you would also, another adjustment you'd make is to include transportation, increase the savings, and she could actually remove the laundry so she can do her own laundry. Differentiate between a want and a need. Wants are those items you desire but can live without, and needs are the necessities of life which you require to function. Describe 2 factors which help to determine a family's wants and needs: lifestyle, goals and value, peer pressure, and income. By doing this, I'm just listing. You are expected to describe, therefore you'll elaborate. So for example, lifestyle, you will indicate that if the family's lifestyle is a luxurious one, then that will determine what their wants or needs are. So they will buy more luxurious, expensive items. If it is that they enjoy a simple lifestyle, it will reflect such. If it means that they like a lifestyle that is healthy, it means that they will want or need more healthy items, or I probably should say they will need more healthy items. Peer pressure and income. Income, for instance, depending on the amount of money that is available to the family, it will help to determine what is it that they need over what is it that they want. Peer pressure as it relates to the influence of persons within their reference group or age group, right? So many times we know that, okay, our friends or our relatives, basically, they are purchasing a certain type of product, and so you may want to purchase that same type of product in order to have that same experience or to fit in. Next question. Kyle, a long-standing member at a leading credit union, secured a loan to finance a mortgage. After 6 months, he received a call from the credit union indicating that the loan was in arrears due to non-payment. The credit union threatened to seize his assets unless he paid the arrears in full. Upon checking his account, Kyle realized that no deductions were made from his salary, and hence the mortgage was unpaid. Outline the 2 consumer responsibilities which Kyle neglected to exercise. He neglected to check on his account to ensure that the payments were being deducted on a timely manner. He failed to uphold his end of the arrangement in paying back his loan on time. Explain how 2 consumer rights have been violated in the case. He was not educated on his monthly standing as it relates to his account. It's consumer education. The right to redress, as he needs to get a fair settlement based on the fact that the deductions or payments were not being made by the parties authorized to do so. Given the circumstance, the credit union should exercise leniency in giving him time to pay, especially in light of the fact that the credit union did not give him prior notice before it reached 6 months. Suggest 2 lending agencies other than a credit union that Kyle could have used to secure financing for the mortgage. No, it is other than a credit union, so you do not name credit union as another lending agency. So we'll go with commercial banks and building societies. Define the term workplace health. This has to do with ensuring that the work environment is supportive, encouraging, and designed to benefit its staff through programs and policies for health, well-being, and safety of all employees. State 2 benefits of good health on workplace performance for each of the following groups. Employees. When employees feel supported, they will function or perform effectively. It minimizes the risk of absenteeism to work. Employers. When employees feel encouraged, they will come to work and put out effort in completing their duties, which will increase income for the company. Increase productivity of the staff. Therefore, the employers will not spend a lot of time trying to deal with staff who are unproductive or who are not motivated to work. Mr. and Mrs. Dames and their 2 children, 10-year-old Jesse and 14-year-old Jessica, live in an extended family with Mr. Dames' elderly parents in the city. The Dameses work long hours and constantly complain about headaches and the inability to perform to their fullest at work. They do not get to spend enough time with the family and find the situation quite stressful. State 2 ways other than relieving stress in which leisure could be beneficial to the dame's family. Here goes. It improves family relationship. It improves mental health. Lower risk of behavioral problems. Helps children to develop skills with social interaction. Describe 2 leisure activities that could assist the dame's family in relieving stress. Go on picnic, pack lunch, and go out to the park with the family to play and be at one with nature. They could also play board games together, which would see them having fun together, working as a team, being competitive, and learning from each other. Suggest 2 community activities that are appropriate for all age group in the dame's family. State 1 reason to support each suggestion. Rake the leaves. This would help to keep the community clean. Plant a tree. This would help to uplift the beauty of the community. They could participate in a clothes drive or a recycle drive. The clothes drive will help to provide clothing for persons who are less fortunate and cannot afford to purchase clothing. The recycle drive will help to ensure that the community is clean and free of garbage being thrown, like plastic being thrown all over. So ultimately, it plays a role in the beauty and the enhancement, cleanliness of the community, and also protecting the environment. Define the term ergonomics. Ergonomics is the study of how equipment and furniture can be arranged in order so that people can do work or activities more efficiently and comfortably. List the 4 factors to consider when purchasing furniture. The space available will help to determine the size of the furniture that will be purchased. The money available. The ease of care or maintenance of the furniture. The quality of the material used to determine the durability of the furniture. Aesthetic qualities of the furniture. Susan's small living room looks dull and cluttered. The furniture is not properly arranged and the soft furnishings are worn as a result of overuse. The living room is in need of a makeover and she is seeking advice on how to redecorate the room. Suggest 1 different item of furnishing made from each of the following materials that Susan could use to redecorate her living room. The materials are glass, leather, straw, and plastic. For the glass, she could have a dining table as the furnishing. Leather, a sofa. Made from straw, you could have a coffee table or an ottoman. And plastic, the chairs could be the furnishing. Finally, recommend 3 ways in which the room could be redecorated. State 1 reason for each way recommended. Refurbish worn cushions by using old cushion fillings and making new covers. Reason being, the cushions are worn, referring to probably the cover of the cushions. Therefore, the filling, it's supposed to be good. So nothing is wrong with the filling. So therefore, all she needs to do is to make new covers and use the same filling that is inside of the present cushions that she has. Since the living room looks dull, she may add a pop of color to the furnishing by changing the colors of the cushions, by changing the colors of the curtains. This will help to improve the visual appeal and dull look by the use of the soft furnishings. And third, she could reorganize or rearrange furniture and throw out those that are broken and worn out. This will help to provide more space and an organized living room, which is free of clutter. Thank you for tuning in to this FRM tutorial. If you found this video helpful, Please consider subscribing to the channel for more tutorials on family and resource management. Now, good luck on your examinations.